What else, McLovin?
I got a text from a friend last night saying, don't be fooled by the numbers. Carson Wentz is not good for the Colts.
Okay.
So here's my question.
All right.
Is Carson Wentz as good as his numbers right now, which are really fantastic?
No. That was simple. Like he's propped up by a really good offensive line and a really good running game. You know, it's interesting when we look at running backs in college because we're always looking for the hidden gem, the guy you can get in the third or fourth round. Jonathan Taylor did everything you want a running back to do when he was in college at Wisconsin. Played a big-time schedule, and you see him, but you go, oh, well, every Wisconsin team has a running back like him. And I always, when I watched, I thought, I don't know how fast he is. And then you realize, he ran a 4.39, I think, at the combine, and you saw that speed on display last night. So he's right there in front of us. And it goes back to Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson did everything you want a big-time quarterback to do when he was in college. He played well on the big stage, but he was right there in front of us. And then we go, nah, looking for somebody. You know what? I like the guy out of North Carolina. Who's that? Mitch Trubisky. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, he's got a lot of hidden talent there. Yeah, really hidden. Didn't notice it at all. Yeah, really athletic. And okay. Jonathan Taylor is sort of that kind of player where you go, he's right there in front of you. And every team could have drafted Jonathan Taylor. Now, his offensive line is really good, but he has top-end speed. He's one of the 5 fastest players in the NFL. And when you saw him get up to speed, he was going about 22 miles per hour. And he broke a couple of them. The Colts rushed for 8.6 yards per carry last night. They rushed for 260 yards last night. That offensive line is great, but Jonathan Taylor he might be the best running back right now in football. Running back. Without Derrick Henry, but they may have the best running game. Hines is one of the top 5 fastest running backs in the league, believe it or not. Yes, McLean.
Feels like we're getting to system territory. How much of it is Taylor? How much of it is that line?
Well, I go back to the Cowboys with Dak Prescott because we weren't sure when they went 13-3 how good Dak Prescott was. Because you got a great offensive line. Zeke's rushing for 1,500 yards. You got wide receivers. Of course, it's the system. And then you realize, no, Dak Prescott is really good. It'd be like if we looked at Patrick Mahomes and we said, it's really the system with Andy Reid and they got all those offensive weapons. And then you realize, no, Patrick Mahomes is great. Jonathan Taylor is a really good running back. Is he Derrick Henry? No, but nobody is. But in today's NFL, as far as a true running back, Jonathan Taylor might be the best running back in football. Yeah, McLovin.
Christian McCaffrey comes back this week.
Yeah, but he's not a true running back.
Right. And I was going to say Kamara. Like, those are a different kind of player. It's almost a different position.
It is. It depends on how you use that guy in the backfield. But it feels like the Colts still rely on a running back to run. And that's what you saw last night. Granted, it was against the Jets. Yeah, Paulie.
A good comparison for that system, like rookie Russell Wilson. He had Marshawn Lynch, who had 1,600 yards and a top 3 defense. Yep. And Russell's numbers his first couple of years were, like 25 touchdowns, 3,000 yards. He was not a mass number guy.